Hey guys, before we jump into the video where I show you like the settings for the scanner that I use, I'm actually going to let you see it so you can know what you're looking at. So this is a V550 Epson Perfection scanner. This tape here is something I added, but it would just be this long black thing. Grippo barbecue chips. But anyways, this is what you would look at. And the only reason I did that is I kind of taped some black paper there so that whenever it goes down, it automatically at least has some black background. But there's the scanner. I'm going to show you guys the setup that I have. I bought this right here off of PokeDreamer. It's basically just like a frame type deal. And the reason I got this, I always push it to this corner. You can push it really to any corner that you want. It's so that I could put these PSA cards in here and have them set into an exact position. And I'm going to show you how I scan these cards in and the way that it auto crops for me and automatically saves. I'm going to show you that on my computer instead of through here. But anyways, this is pretty much my setup, and I'm going to be scanning over and over and over again. But whenever I do like the big stuff like the PSA cards, I take this out because they obviously can't fit in there, and then I just do one big scan. But hopefully in time PokeDreamer will make me some of these that will fit for everything, like the BGS cards, the PSA packs, the new packs, the old packs, all that different stuff. But for the main thing that people want to scan, which is PSA cards, this is what I do so you can get in 4 scans each time. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Alright, hold on. Alright, so hopefully this isn't too complicated. I'm using my finger instead of my mouse because I don't have enough USB ports for all this crap. But first we're going to go to the internet and I'm going to show you how to find the drivers for it in case you buy it used like I did. So I just go to Google, type in V550, see Epson drivers. Hopefully that works. Yeah, this is exactly what I typed in because you can see it's kind of purple. And when I click there, yeah, so you can just download the drivers, and once you do, I think you do have to like at least sign out or restart your computer a little bit, because the first time that I did it, I couldn't get the stuff to work. But after that, after I did restart it, it did. Now this is what it looks like over here off to the left side. You can see the Epson scan. Hopefully I can click on it and it'll open up. It does. So if you just open it up, most likely it's going to look like this. It may have something different right here. Like I think mine was set to photo, but I ended up going with document because the document actually gave better color and it made it look more realistic. The photo one was actually kind of like washed out. I don't know if I just said the photo did that, but the document made it look more like a real Pokemon card. Reflective document table, document, like these are all the settings that I have. You can go higher on the DPI, it just goes slower. And from what I found, the 1200 compared to the 300, I really couldn't see that much of a difference on a computer with my eyes. So I've been sticking with the 300. This right here, the unsharp mask, I did make sure to stay with that because at first I unchecked it because I was reading somewhere that they took off the unsharp mask, but I was finding it made it a little blurry. So I checked it back and it worked out a lot better. So if you just hit the current setting, the way it is, and you hit scan, what's going to happen is it's just going to scan whatever's on there into one picture and put it into the file folder that you've designated. And then I'll show you how you can change where it actually saves to. So this won't take 15 seconds, and it should just save everything that's on the scanning bed, which you guys just saw, which would include that frame. And let's get rid of all this other stuff. Just go bam. Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember how to use it with a mouse pad. There we go. So we're going to delete that other stuff so you know that we're not scanning that in new. So this is what would come up. Control minus, there we go. Let's make it a little smaller. Shift L. And I use Earfan because it's pretty easy to edit on and it's free. Like you hit L and it shifts left. Now what you can do is you can come in here and you could crop each one of these pictures, make 4 pictures from the one scan. And I know this is a weird array of cards, but I want to get one non-hollow, which is the Starmie. I wanted to get the Rainbow Energy, which is like an old WotC type hollow. Got a Hyper Rare, and then I got a cracked foil, and you can see it scans all of them really well. But so that you don't have to crop each one of those, actually what you can do is something a little different. So I'm going to X out of this. I'm going to go back to our scanner settings. Now before I show you what I've set up, I'm going to show you how you can change where it saves to. You just hit that little folder right there, and I picked it to save to my SD card. That way I've got my SD card set up for my watermark thing, where I automatically import the pictures into the watermark, hit start, and then it actually resaves them onto the SD card as well. But you can have them saved anywhere you want. You can have them saved on your desktop or wherever, but just so you know, if you wanted to change that up however you're doing it. But anyway, so to get it to do what I'm saying, it's going to auto crop. If you hit preview, basically what it's going to do is going to do exactly what it just did. Just do a quick scan and then bring that picture up for you so you can see it. And it should still be sideways, but I'm going to show you how you can change it. So there's that picture. It's going to be kind of blurry, but that's okay because that's not the actual scan. Now I'm going to rotate it. And what you can do is you come in here and you can actually like crop out an area that you want. And what I would do is I would zoom if I were you, just so you could see it a little bit better. It's going to like rescan that area, but this way you can really narrow down exactly where you want that to go. And I know this looks like a lot of work, but you only do it once, and then I'm going to show you how you can save those settings so that every time you put in PSA cards, all you have to hit scan and it automatically crops out those 4 photos. So you can see right here, this is a little closer. I'm going to actually kind of pull this out just a little bit. Same thing there. Maybe pull it back in. It's a little bit tough. I'm not used to using a mouse. I will definitely go back to using that once I'm done. Okay, so that's roughly what we're looking for, and then I'm going to click full. So we've got this we've got the Eevee and Snorlax exactly where we want it to go. So now if you hit this little double thing, it copies that, and now you can drag that over, and I'm going to put it onto the rainbow energy. And that might be off a little bit, but just to save some time, if you wanted to, you could go in, you could hit zoom again, get it real exact or whatever. But I'm going to hit copy again, so you got a third one. Now I'm going to bring it down here over the Starmie. And then I'm going to hit copy again. Looks like I drugged the wrong one, so I'm going to have to fix that rainbow one. You can see right there. I thought it did. Oh, I've got 5. Okay, so I need to delete that one. See if I can just delete the one. Alright, so we've got 4 now, and it shows right there as 4. Now what you want to do is you want to hit all, and now we're going to scan. Now it's going to save back to the same place, but it's going to scan 4 different times. It's going to scan the first one, it's going to kind of restart, scan the second one, restart, scan the third one, and it does take the same length of time. It scans 4 different ones, so it's doing 4 scans instead of 1. However, it's really nice because you could be doing other stuff while it's scanning and cropping for you. To me, I like to, this is when I'm like pulling other PSA cards, I'm sleeving them up, or I'm labeling them, or I'm running through an errand, or just something like that, because it only takes about 30 seconds or so, but you can get a lot of work done in between. This can be something that you're doing while you're doing other stuff, so it really doesn't take up much time at all throughout the day, other than when you put it in there and you pull it out, because that's really all that you're doing. And so you can see right now scanning 3 or 4. If you get the message where it says it's like scanning 1 or something, you probably didn't hit that all button right here. You got to make sure that you hit that. And also, before you X out of any of this stuff, you want to make sure you go back and you save these settings. And I'll show you how I've saved mine. But I'm going to show you what the end product is for all this stuff. As you can see, we haven't cropped anything, and it automatically opens it up. And you can see all 4 have been cropped out for you. Let's see, Control minus, Shift L. Alright, so you can see right there, there's the Eevee and Snorlax. I mean, it's pretty well centered. You could make it, you could give it borders if you wanted, or change it up however you want. Same thing with the Rainbow Energy. It's already cropped for you. Same thing with the Starmie. And then there's the Charizard, Cracked Ice. And you can see the centering is off just a little bit because I kind of rushed through it so this wouldn't be too long. But it automatically does all that stuff for you, so you don't have to come in here and do it yourself. And so now all I literally have to do is I can take these cards out. You guys probably can't see this, but you can hear me doing it. I'm going to take these cards out, and I'm going to just flip them over for time's sake, so I don't have to go find 4 new cards. but I'm literally just flipping them over, and I'm going to come down here, and now you just hit scan again, and it'll start scanning for you, and that's all you have to do. Now, if you're wondering about watermarks and all that kind of stuff, I don't know if this thing does that. That's actually something that I use called Jayco watermark. It's a free type thing, but you can already see that it's bringing in the scans, and they're auto cropped into it, and they're just sitting right there. So I mean, you could see you don't have to do anything else from now on. All you really have to do once you've done this, you're pretty much just set up. Like all you got to do is put the PSA cards in there and hit scan. And I'm going to show you how to save it after it's done scanning these 4, so you don't have to do these settings every single time. Although it's going to take about 20-30 seconds or so. You see, if you don't have one of these frame things, like I said, inside of the box that you buy with these Epson scanners, they have these little pieces of black plastic. What I did was I cut them up to where they were straight pieces, and I just put it on the edges, and I just taped it there. And that's what I've been using for all of my stuff that's on consignment up until today. And now I'm using this frame thing because I just like it a little bit better, and I'm going to have them make a few more. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to come up here. You can see, well, I'm not going to hit the down button, but you could say this is new 4X PSA or whatever you want to, and just hit save. If I can hit it. No, I don't want it to overwrite something. So put some extra stuff there then. Or maybe it was just resaving it. Okay, so I'm going to X out of this stuff and show you guys that you can just open it back up. I'm going to unplug it just for half a second because sometimes it just puts the same settings in there. Now when you go to open it back up, all you have to do is come down here, find the setting that you just had that you want. And in fact, it'll pull this up, but what you will need to do is make sure you hit that left rotate to make sure that it has the right orientation. I'm not sure why it doesn't save that part. And then you can go through and you hit scan again. And it won't give you the preview, but you probably want to leave the preview up in case you want to tweak something. But it'll just go through and it'll just start rescanning everything, saving it back to another file. But anyways, that's it. That's what I've done. I want you guys to let me know what you think and if there's a way to do it better. If you know of settings that I could tweak to make my pictures look a little bit better, a little bit different. I do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch it all the way to this part of the video, and I hope I helped you out in some way. Thanks.